What is up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and it's that time again for me to check out your latest requests and recommendations for underground metal bands and albums on Bandcamp. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, we're going to kick things off with Chestcrush out of Edinburgh, UK. Which I recommended to somebody in the Discord, and they fucking loved it. They loved it. It is vicious. It is aggressive. I've only listened to, like, a little bit, but I love that, like, there's that, like, deathcore, like, genty tone to the chugs, but it's also, like, so much more than that. It's, like, grind, it's blackened, death metal elements in there. Kind of all over the place. What are their tags? Black and death metal, black and grindcore. Yep, that was the consensus more or less. Ooh, those wailing guitars in the background too. Fuck yeah. Yeah, this shit is the bomb. Probably gonna need to add this one to my formal collection. Bandcamp code's always welcome. Make sure my glasses are straight this time too. Sometimes the headphones get them knocked out of whack and then I edit later and I'm like, I look like a fucking idiot. Oh, that groove. Yeah, y'all. I see y'all in my comments too, Chestcrush. I know you're waiting for something. I've been backed up. I suppose you might have felt a little diss too, because I said that July was a little light. There was nothing I really wanted to cover. Y'all definitely are one of the tops of the pack. I just couldn't get to you in time, but hopefully get a bunch of eyes on you here. Got some like doomy intro here. Some blast beats kicking it up then. Ooh, great alternating and pace. Awesome dynamics. The atmosphere is intense. Just crushing. Ooh, noisy elements on this one. Got that bass tone just... Hell yeah. Gonna have to spend much more time with this one. But that is Chestcrush with Vdelygmia? Vdelygmia? I can't pronounce it. Anyways, check them out. Then we have Lykhaeon from Switzerland, land of Celtic frost. Love this cover, definitely caught my attention immediately. Very doomy stuff, death doom. But there's the faster parts, of course. This feels like it could be a good double feature with Chestcrush. God, are those like vocals over that? You hear that? It's like, ah. I'm not sure if those are voices or not. That's eerie as fuck. That's some unsettling stuff. Nice photo, by the way. To dwell as a vermin queen ruling maggots in an unholy rot. That's what it says here. Album again is called Opprobrium. Ooh. Ah, this chanting stuff. By the way, Chris did a written full review of this album on metaltrenches.com, so you can check out his thoughts on that too. He loved it. Pretty sure the band reshared it too. This is definitely right up his alley. It's right up both of our alleys, really. If there's something we hold in common, and there's a few things, but it's this very cavernous, cinematic kind of black metal for sure. More, just lots of atmosphere on this one. Whole something to do with Greek mythology. I'm not going to read this whole thing here, but you can check that out. Another July release that maybe I should have spent more time with. July was all about the underground for me. Most of the mainstream releases, and there weren't that many, were kind of decent. Obviously, At the Gates, great. Enjoyed the new Born of Osiris a lot. But really, these hard-working underground, under-respected bands that we're featuring here. But yeah, that is Lykhaeon with Opprobrium. Alright, then we got Weerzin from the Netherlands. Djävulens. The album's called Vitriool. Black metal kind of day. There's only 2 songs out at the time of recording, but the full thing will probably be up by the time you see this video. Oh yeah, just some classic icy second wave black metal here. Get the D beat going. All about the D beat, y'all. Black metal with D beat, I'm cake. Like, that's why I love Toke, that's why I like early Dark Throne, some of the early Mayhem stuff. Once you kick that punk beat in there with the blackened vocals, I'm done. They really nailed the production on this too. Like, it sounds icy and just like it's hot outside, but I'm cold in here. Simple but effective. All the old tricks. The production has some edge to it, some rawness, but not overly so. Got me bobbing my head. And then we've also got this other track. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. Got more of those driving beats. Just a 4-track thing, but great stuff. You can pre-order it for just €1. Call now. Get your fucking black metal fix for just €1. And we'll throw in. Yeah, this is delicious. Loving it. Basic, but like just the way to do the blueprint right. They even describe themselves as black punk. So good stuff there. Weerzin or Weerzin with Vitriool. Alright, then we have Nausée with Battering Ram out of Belgium. Doing some globe-trotting again today, y'all. Let's see if we can go without a combo breaker here. No repeat locations yet. In-your-face sludge, hailing from Ghent, Belgium, in a time where reality is hard to grip, where truth has to be found behind a wall. This is a long one. Behind a wall of disinformation, where freedom is a lie and where free speech is drowned in a swamp of mind-numbing entertainment, in quotes, is where La Nausea has come to be. As an antidote against self-suffocation, quietism, and abandonment of exploring our true self without illusion. That is their mission statement. Kind of a cool logo here too. Interesting vocal choices. They're going for this like whisper growl, which has almost like a, ooh. That's a Deftone surf right there. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. From that Max Cavalera track on oh, what's the name of that track? It's on Around the Fur. It's one of the last tracks. I'm forgetting the name of that track. I've heard that riff in so many songs at this point. Funny. I mean, it's a great groove, so. And I do love me some Deftones. Head Up. Head Up is the name of that song. Got some great groove on here in general. This part reminded me of, what does that remind me of? There's a band that uses kind of that style a lot in their guitar sounds. It's more of like a rock band, which there is a lot of rock in the sound here. I'm not fully sold on the vocals. That's the one element of this that I feel like is kind of holding it back a little bit. I don't know what they should sound like. Ooh, getting that D beat again. Hit it hard. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best alternative is, but they're just too quiet. Like, they're unique, but I just don't think you're gonna sell a ton of people on that sound. When you've got such great riffs and drums, and the production's pretty solid overall. But yeah, that would be my one critique, is test out some other ideas with the vocals. But that is La Nausea with Battering Ram, which is a appropriate title for this music, I would say. We got Ascaris returning with The Raised Hand. I believe I think I covered something of theirs previously. Maybe I'm thinking of another band with a similar name. In any case, we got the combo breaker. We're back in the UK. Totally fine, though. Gloucester this time. Ooh. More black metal. Black metal kind of day. All good stuff, too. All a little bit different. This one's more of a straight, like, rager. Lots of double bass and blasts alternating. Very chaotic. Ooh. Speaking of vocals, these vocals are absolutely ripping. Reminds me a little bit of Svart Crown, especially the vocals. Brutality refined is their main description, just 2 words. Everything from like kind of raspy death growls to these like just like larynx shredding, shrieking. Oh man, these guys are fucking pissed. Feels like it's like non-stop too. Mastered by Anil Carrier with Anal Nathrak and No More and Room in Hell. No More Room in Hell in their credits. I mean, I can even hear a little bit of Anal Nathrak influence in this too. They got some good reviews here. One from No Clean Singing. That's from 2018. So sometimes bands will send me stuff and they won't have a direct link, so I'll look them up, and sometimes I stumble on their older stuff. So, but I mean, no problems here. Like, I love discovering shit that I missed, so I don't care that this is 3 years old. This is better than most of the stuff that I've been listening to this month. Man, just vicious. Hell yeah. That is Ascaris with The Raised Hand. Alright, this was a recommendation directly from Chris just today as I was deciding to put this together. Goodbye World with At Death's Door. Guessing Youth Attack is the label. This is just like gutter punk. Short songs, you got 54 seconds, 104. Like super grindy gutter punk. Goodbye World. I love this cover. This is like my favorite kind of punk too. That like really like filthy, gross, chaotic. Like I love Toxic Narcotic if anybody happens to be familiar with them. But like the dirtier the better. I want to listen to the record and like smell the armpits in the air. Hell yeah. It's like borderline Blackened. What did they tag it as? Punk, hardcore, hardcore punk. Oh, that bass. That classic punk bass. That kind of Dead Kennedy sound. Oh, I miss punk that has teeth. Like, don't get me wrong, I've also raved on here about how much I love pop punk and all that, like, emo stuff, but I also love me some just disgusting, aggressive, violent punk music from the old days. Okay, this is fucking sick. good call, Chris. You haven't swayed me wrong yet, but that again is Goodbye World with At Death's Door. All right, we've got Tyrann with oh, good lord. All right, they're out of Lima, Peru. So, what is that? Is that Portuguese? I'm bad at which language is spoken in which country sometimes. It might just be Spanish too. That don't look like Spanish to me. Djävulens Musik. The way I'll pronounce it. Probably way off. More punk. More kind of punky stuff here. With a little heavy metal, too. Hard rock, heavy metal, yes, like punk, stoner. Bunch of stuff in here. Very simple cover. I like the the font for the band name. That looks familiar. Great guitar work. Production's solid too. Not my usual style, but man, drums sound great. Oh, here's that more like psychedelic aspect to it. Heavy metal. Hell yeah. We all love heavy metal. I love hearing metal cliches screamed out in broken English. That's part of why I loved Metalocalypse so much. This one's got more of a bop to it. Yeah, Best of Bandcamp is really the only time I tend to check out these more like straight heavy metal inspired acts, and honestly, most of the ones I've come across have been really good. I also love the hybrids, like Rebel Wizard. And then this month we've got Bone Hunter, which is one of my favorites, where it's just like straight black metal vocals with heavy metal riffs, speed metal. They'll be my best of roundup for sure. I love the new album. I love all their albums. But this is really great too. Like, honestly, I kind of had low expectations, but it sounds great. And it's another one of those albums where, like I've said before, somebody could have like passed it to me and been like, yeah man, this was recorded in like 1984, and I would have been like, okay. Like, I wouldn't have second guessed you. It's got that vibe. But yeah, that is Tyrann with Djävulens Musik. Then we have an ancient legend long forgotten with Kingdom. There is not a locale listed under the band. Ooh, got some more atmosphere coming in hot here. Coming in hot. An independent solo studio project whose music is loosely akin to the genre of symphonic metal and rock. So one duder here. We have a tag for it says US, but it doesn't say where in the US. Fantasy metal, epic metal. It is instrumental. Oh wait, but it says vocals produced. Instrumentals in the tags. Love the atmosphere. Great, like, distant chorals. Seems like good dynamics too. Cool photo. Yeah, it looks like a penis. Now you can't unsee it. Ruined for everyone. Yeah. Cool track names: Knights, Fairy Tales, Pegasus Rider. We're gonna have to check that one out. The Final Battle, Dragon Hunter. Yeah, this is like a soundtrack for a big epic like fantasy show. I like it. Really just sort of drift away on this one. Let's hear Pegasus Rider. Oh yeah. More of that like heavy metal coming back in again. Ooh. Ooh, those like classic proggy synths. I like that. That's great. Then we got the guitar. Some acoustic. Wow, lots of dynamics here. What about Dragon Hunter? Ooh, yeah, more heavy metal. Seems appropriate for a title such as this. This is great. It's really good. What about the Final Battle? I wanted to hear that one too. It's a big, crunchy riffs, but also those like ethereal, very 70s prog sounding synths. Awesome. Yeah, that is an ancient legend long forgotten with the appropriately titled Kingdom. Alright, y'all, I think that's plenty for today. Let me know down in the comments, as always, which one was your favorite, and if you ended up buying any of them. I'm especially happy to hear that. My favorite comment on this channel, period, is, man, I'd never heard of this band, and I went out, and now like they're my favorite band. That's just the best. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.